No i witamy Was w miejscowości Salento i zaczynamy oczywiście od czego? Od jedzenia. Dzisiaj spędziliśmy w sumie, rano wyjechaliśmy z Medellin, 7 godzin w busie, więc teraz tylko wypakowaliśmy się w hostelu. Przyszliśmy sobie tutaj do knajpy coś zjeść. Plan na tą miejscowość jest taki, że pójdziemy sobie zobaczyć znowu plantację kawy i pojedziemy sobie zobaczyć najwyższe palmy na świecie, co jest charakterystyczne dla tego regionu. Może jeszcze coś zobaczymy, bo zastanawiamy się, czy nie zostać tutaj dłużej i skrócić sobie pobyt w Bogocie, bo podobno Bogota nie jest jakaś taka super interesująca, ale to pewnie postanowimy za dzień albo dwa, zobaczymy jak to się potoczy. Ale po Medellin mamy już chyba trochę dosyć zatoczonych miast i tutaj jest zdecydowanie spokojniej, bo to jest malutka miejscowość, więc myślę, że zostaniemy dłużej. No ale pokażę Wam teraz po zmroku miasteczko. Tutaj idziemy sobie jakąś ulicą.
Jak możecie zobaczyć za mną, albo nawet przede mną, jest tu zimno, sprzedają swetry. Mamy 16 stopni. Ja mam na sobie taką krótkobluzę i jest tak sobie, co oznacza, że jeszcze bardziej nie chcę wracać do Polski, bo nie jesteśmy na to gotowi.
No a jeśli chodzi, poza temperaturą, jeśli chodzi o wygląd z tego miasteczka, to jest to kolejne kolonialne miasteczko. Małe, ciasne uliczki, kolorowe, niskie budynki, ale ładnie, mega ładnie to wygląda. Nie ma takiego dużego ruchu, tak jak wam wcześniej mówiłem, jak w Medellin i w Kartagenie i tak dalej. Ma swój urok. No idziemy się przejść teraz tutaj, idziemy jeszcze na empanady, bo...
Znaleźć empanady, wenezuelskie empanady idziemy zjeść.
No a potem pójdziemy sobie do hostelu, odpocząć. Pokażę Wam hostel i opowiem Wam jeszcze jedną fajną rzecz, którą nam właściciel zaproponował. To pewnie też będzie w planie wycieczki, ale to dowiecie się później. Tak jak wszędzie możecie sobie też zjeść street fooda. Tu Pan jakieś kiełbaski smaży. Mamy tacosy, burrito, quesadille, czyli meksykańskie. No, wszędzie tutaj są właśnie jakieś takie małe sklepiki z pierdołami, pamiątkami. O, są empanady, proszę bardzo. Ale są ogromne, powiem
Co
Wam.
byś chciał?
Ogromne są, dobra, zaraz powiem Wam, co zamówiliśmy. Słuchajcie, ja wziąłem sobie z kurczakiem, Marta wzięła z mięsem, tak? No i 5000 peso jedno kosztuje, tak? No więc frytki, 5 zł. Smacznego. Taka ciekawostka, to pani tam przy tych empanadach rozpoznała nas po tym, jak rozmawiamy po polsku, że jesteśmy Polakami. Co nigdy nam się nie zdarzyło tutaj. Wszyscy myśleli, że jesteśmy albo Ruskami, albo Niemcami czasami, bo po wyglądzie, ale nigdy nikt nas nie spoznał, że jesteśmy Polakami, więc
Propsy dla pani.
no, propsy dla pani. No, powiem Wam, że mega klimacik, patrzcie, mam taki mostek.
Creepy mostek, klimacik jak 150, creepy mostek.
Mi się podoba. I słychać tylko jak świerszcze cykają i cykady, mega.
Nasz hostel jest 10 minut spacerem od centrum miasta i podobno ma fajny punkt widokowy. Jest tam bardzo spokojnie i bardzo ładnie. O czym przekonamy się jutro, bo już jest ciemno.
I ma basen.
I ma basen, którym oczywiście zablokowałyśmy go, bo ma basen, a potem przypomniało nam się, że mamy świeże tatuaże, że nie możemy się kąpać.
Ale Piotrek się wykąpie na pewno w basenie.
Piotrek obiecał, że jeden dzień będzie leżał nad basenem.
No ale to nie ma za bardzo nad czym leżeć.
Trudno, musisz leżeć.
Wiedziałem, że tak będzie. Generalnie właściciel nam polecił tutaj taką knajpę Bumi. Tutaj są jakieś herbatki, różne jakieś inne rzeczy. Wszystko naturalne, więc wbijamy, zobaczymy. Czyli jednak nie będzie herbatki, trzeba zrobić rezerwację. Już mają pobukowane wszystko na dzisiaj, więc dosyć popularny spocik. I można zrobić rezerwację na jutro, a pojutrze podobno się przenoszą, będzie zamknięte, więc zobaczymy, może nam się uda jutro przyjść. Nie robimy rezerwacji, bo nie wiemy, o której tu chcieli przyjść jutro. Tutaj po drodze do naszego hostelu jeszcze możecie zobaczyć, mamy piękne murale. Cała ściana jest pokryta dosłownie nimi. Kawy bardzo kolorowe są, fajne. Ogólnie w całej Kolumbii jest strasznie dużo tych murali. Medellin było od groma, ale widać nie tylko. O, ten jest ładny. Czy mamy góry. Jakiś dzbanek z chmurką. Tutaj, o, tu mamy panią z leniwcem. Też coś mamy, a tu już jest nasz hostel. O, i Marta już mizia kotka. Ale fajny, puszysty taki. Cześć. Dzień dobry. O, tutaj drugi, proszę bardzo. Dzień dobry. Dużo zwierzaków tu jest. No, to pokażę Wam, jak wygląda hostel. Tutaj wszędzie macie pokoje, na dole i do góry. Tam jest kuchnia. Nasz pokój wygląda w ten sposób. O, taki pokoik zwykły, 2 łóżka, kibelek. Nic specjalnego. O, prysznic. O, tutaj jest miejscówka, żeby sobie usiąść. Teraz ludzie chillują. Widzę też, serwują śniadanie chyba, tak?
By request.
No mamy też ten basen, o którym mówiliśmy, wygląda w ten sposób. Trochę mętna ta woda. No tutaj też można sobie usiąść. Ciekawe, tutaj też robią hand poke tattoo. To są to takie tatuaże robione taką tradycyjną metodą, nie maszynką. I tutaj też na dół można, a tu nie będzie nic widać, bo jest ciemno, to pokażę wam jutro rano najwyżej. Ciekawostka wam powiem, bo pan do nas przyszedł, jak się check-inowaliśmy, że rano mają jogę, a wieczorem mają takie jakby rytuały. Mają na przykład rytuał z DMT. Możesz wieczorem sobie pójść, dają ci DMT i możesz się wyluzować. Mają też jakieś tutaj inne bufo, alvarius toad medicine, czy jakiś tam wyciąg z żaby, jakiś rape tobacco. Wrzucę wam tego zdjęcie, będziecie mogli sobie poczytać. Ale ciekawe, nie spodziewaliśmy się czegoś takiego tutaj. Myślę, że sobie spróbujemy jeden wieczór. Zobaczymy taki rytuałek.
Masz też Magic Experience.
Magic Experience, Native Plant Medicine.
Siedzą w kółku.
No i sobie siedzicie w kółku, tak tam widziałem, jest takie pomieszczenie, siedzicie sobie przy kocyku, znaczy przy świeczkach. Macie właśnie jakieś maty, siedzicie sobie po tureczku i sobie medytujecie. Więc ciekawe. No i macie oryginalne tatuaże takie, tradycyjną metodą robioną. A jeszcze wam pokażę kuchnię. Kuchnia wygląda w ten sposób. O, znaczy nic specjalnego. Kuchnia w większości hostelach.
I patrz to. Płyn do mycia naczyń.
Bo tu mają płyn, a zazwyczaj mam taki proszek albo taką pastę zazwyczaj mieli do mycia naczyń, nie? A tu dziwo mają płyn. No i tak wygląda nasz hostel. No i zapłaciliśmy $102 za 3 noce, za 3 osoby, więc cena spoko.
Za pokój z łazienką.
I mamy pokój z prywatną łazienką, no dobra. No mamy już kolejny dzień, więc przy okazji pokażę wam za jasnego ten hostelik. No to jest tamto patio, co wcześniej widzieliście. Tutaj mamy jeszcze raz ten pokoik, żeby sobie usiąść. Tu jest piesek, dzień dobry. Nie ugryź mnie? Nie ugryź. Idziemy tutaj na dół, tu mamy ten basen, trochę mętna woda, ale jest. Tutaj, tam jest, widzę, jest turecka łaźnia nawet jest, proszę bardzo. Proszę bardzo, tak wygląda. Tutaj jest punkt widokowy, tutaj jest siłownia, taka mini. I jeszcze pokażę wam ten punkt widokowy, jak wygląda. Jeszcze na nim nie byłem w sumie, więc też będę pierwszy raz. No, nie wygląda za ciekawie, tu mamy jakieś budynki się budują. A tu mamy widoczek. Tam jest i tutaj można sobie usiąść. Jak sobie tu palił papierosy. No i tak to wygląda. A dzisiaj idziemy sobie na plantację kawy. Będziemy sobie guida, żeby nas oprowadził. Wypijemy sobie kawkę z tego regionu, bo ogólnie ten region słynie z plantacji kawy, więc... No i Kolumbia generalnie słynie z plantacji. No więc idziemy spróbować. Pokażemy wam, jak to wygląda. Podobno się idzie 15 minut. Proszę bardzo, a po drodze mamy takie ładne widoczki. Krówki się pasą. Coś pięknego, nie Piotrek? Powiedz, podoba ci się?
Ja polecam. Już rano byłem, porobiłem zdjęcia.
No Piotrek jest ranny ptaszek dzisiaj był. Co się nie zdarza, bo zazwyczaj długo siedział w łóżku. I kolejne widoczki. Powiem wam, bardzo ładnie tutaj. No więc ogólnie polecam takie klimaty. Kolumbia, jak widzicie, to nie tylko wielkie miasta, ale też piękna dżungla. Po 20-minutowym spacerku jesteśmy, mamy znak Coffee Tour. Jeszcze raz widoczek. Coś pięknego.
Yeah, this starts being like a piece of fabric. Then the farmers used to keep on the pocket for clean the face and the hands in an easy way. Later, they make it longer for can use around the neck, trap the sweat from the head, okay? When you are working on the coffee plantation, it's useful for avoid mosquitoes, things like that. When you work with cows, you can arriar the cows with the poncho.
Nice.
Or if maybe you like the horses and you used to make horseback riding, you can keep a poncho with you. So if the horse gets scared, you cover the face of the horse with the poncho and get relaxed, no? 1,001 uses. And another way to use it is like this, no? For the rainy days or for the cold days, is better. Nice, nice. Some hats, friends.
O,
Gracias.
Okay.
Gracias.
And the basket, because people come on vacation, but with us as Coffee Tour, everyone have to work.
so we are paying to work? That's a smart idea too.
It's good idea business.
Yeah? Really nice idea to have a business. Make people pay.
Happen that in Colombia we are really lucky because doesn't matter which month of the year, During all the months of the year, we can find ripe cherries on the trees. So if you want, you can collect some coffee cherries, like 5 more or less, it's okay. And on the last stage of the walking, you can process your own cherries on the peeling machine, and you can take a barrio as souvenir, no? Okay, friends, let's go from here. Welcome to Entre Bosques another time, no? In this coffee plantation, we may grow Arabica coffee. It's amazing, and under coffee trees grows only happen in Colombia. Colombian coffee plants. Just kidding, friends. He is Django, one of the support guides of the farm. Friends, in this coffee plantation, we have more or less 11,000 coffee plants, yeah, from the Arabica variety. In the world, we can find 2 varieties so popular, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica is recognized as the better quality coffee because produce a lot of essential oils and natural sugars. So essential oils on the coffee means a lot of tastes, flavors and smells, okay? Robusta coffee doesn't have so much essential oils. It's just bitter and have the double of caffeine than the Robusta fruits, okay? In Colombia, just Arabica coffee, no? Maybe you have drunk some Robusta coffee because in places in the world where the coffee doesn't grow, you have to receive coffee from a lot of different places that produce, no? And it's common that in Europe people drinks coffee Robusta mixed with Arabica, and for that reason they get problems with the caffeine, no? Because Robusta is really high caffeine level.
Okay.
Friends, here we have Arabica coffee, but happen that the Arabica is a family with a lot of different species. For example, we have Rose Bourbon. Rose Bourbon for me is really special, or pink Bourbon, because produce this coloring on the ripe cherry, not the typical dark red, no? This subvariety have different small characteristics between them, okay? These produce more quantity of sugar than the other ones. Some other ones are stronger against plagues, fungi, no? Some other ones have fruital notes, some other ones herbal notes, things like that. All of them Arabica, but all of them a little bit different, okay? In Colombia, we may grow the coffee on the mountains because if it's higher, the place where you have your coffee plantation, you can get more acidity on the coffee fruits. Colombian coffee recognized in all the world because the acidity, okay? So, have you tried acid coffee?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No? Okay.
We will try today.
Yeah, you're gonna get a new experience today with us. On the coffee tasting after the walking, you're gonna try it, okay? I hope
Okay.
you're gonna get in love with our production of coffee.
Okay.
This one for you.
Thank you.
This one for you.
Thank you.
They already tried it, so I'm so sorry.
Oh, you want more? Of course.
Hello.
Okay, so we're gonna do. We can scrape off like this one, yeah, and it will be upper at around 2 seeds, 1 seed, or perhaps 3, yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
What
You
is
have,
that?
you have it, yeah.
yeah, I have it.
This one is called pulp. Es la pulpa del café. En Colombia le decimos como cáscara. Se llama cisco. Okay. So we have the seed, coffee seed. This has like a sticky outer skin. You see, like this one.
Yeah.
This is sticky. So it called mucilage. That mucilage is like a sugar. Yeah?
Sugar, yeah.
So it is sugar coffee. So you can try it. Just suck it, yeah? Don't bite.
Suck it.
Suck it. This number is that families who are cafeteras, yeah? So that has a coffee farm and produce coffee. 100,000, okay? We have 8,500 areas of coffee of Colombia, yeah? Everywhere. We are, that's why so many people call us like cafeteros. We have person that depends on coffee. Yeah, around 2.7 million. We produce, we earn at around 9 billion of Colombian pesos per year. Okay, this flower called as Sahara, Azar. It's an Arabic word, Azahar. Azahar. It smells, if you can smell, it smells like a jasmine. Yeah?
Jasmin, okej. Próbujemy.
Okay.
No.
Mhm.
So I need the seed. So we are gonna thin, square off.
Everyone or just one?
Just one. Just one. I just need one. Yeah.
Okay,
For
button.
example, you can give in one. Yeah.
One.
Okay, one. So if you want, soak it or clean that sticky skin. Yeah. Clean it. Why? Because in the natural process or in the real process, the bean needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Give me a moment.
Czyli to nasionko, które mamy, musi być oczyszczone z tej powłoki takiej słodkiej. Czyli kładziemy tą szczelinką do dołu nasionko, dajemy, nie wiem, około 2 cm ziemi i przykrywamy.
Ciekawe, czy walają to wszystko po całym dniu, czy co?
No nie, tutaj rośnie.
A.
Tutaj rosną. O, czyli to są roślinki, które właśnie wyrosły z tego tutaj.
Czyli po prostu zatrudniają ludzi, którzy im to sadzą.
I'm gonna explain you what happened after we planted that seed. Okay, so you can see this one. It takes around 30 days or 50 days to appear this. This is called fósforo in Spanish, like a mash. Fire, yeah. Why? Because the shape is like a phosphor, like a match. So after 2 months or something like that, we can press it. This one, yeah. It is called chapola. Why chapola? In coffee plantations, there is a butterfly, yeah, butterfly called chapola. And if you see this one, it looks like a butterfly. Yeah, it looks like a butterfly.
Faktycznie wygląda jak motyl, no.
So it is good. Then we have this one. Okay, and the almacigo. After this one, it is planted in sand. This one, yeah, because it's easier to remove when it's like this one. Then we have this one. So
Is it like some specific sand or is it just
no,
normal
it's
sand?
Yeah, perhaps when a corn spot or something.
And you're just like watering a lot and that's it.
Yeah, see? Like a natural process. It's a natural process.
You don't even water it.
No,
You don't need to.
Because-
It's raining every day, right?
this one in Colombia is called polisombra. So that sombra, shadow,
Mhm.
pero pasa agüita, pasa sol. That's why we planted this one in these bags. Yeah?
Okay.
Because we can plant it in the soil, in the ground, yeah?
Yeah.
But it is too delicate in this form, this way, yeah?
Okay.
It is growing up, so it is too delicate. That's why this one. That's why this one. Because it's difficult for growing up if it takes directly
The sun.
directly sun, okay? So
So how long does it take from the seed like this to this size of plant?
this one is like around eight months, yeah?
Months.
But what do you think, how long is, is this one for being like that one?
2 years, 2-3 years.
I guess if it has roots already prepared in this bag, it should grow fast.
10 years
10?
could it be?
No, you're right. See, 2 years or 3 years. You're right. That's it. Yeah. For we take the first harvest. Yeah. But it just happened one time. Why? Once. I'm so sorry. Because we have harvest on April to June and October to November. Yeah. Come on.
Czy mają gejsze, pink, yellow and red bourbon.
But
Is geisha
we-
more expensive one? Or not? Like in Panama?
Yeah,
Because in
it's-
Panama is the most expensive one, geisha one.
Here is common. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And Arabic is its production is at around 60 to 70 Yeah, around the world, of course, around the world. And Colombia is very unique. For example, we can planted robust coffee. Yeah, why? Because they are little.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, and it's cheaper. It's so cheaper. It has a lot of caffeine. It has 4, and Arabic has 1.5. Okay. And why we have a lot of varieties? The flavor, the nose change, yeah, the fragrance. So, for example, this pink bourbon has fruit flavors like red fruits, and the body is like more smooth than the Zenny Cafe that is the Colombian coffee normal. Geisha has a lot of different flavors or fragrances. Could be chocolate, could be green apple or fruit red. Yeah. Another thing, this one. Do you know what is this?
Banana plant.
Banana plant. And that one, yeah, anti-day. It's so far. Anti-day.
Ah, okay.
Tam z tyłu też mamy drzewo bananowca.
Different type or is the same one?
To jest platan.
Ah,
Plantain.
Is it platan? Oh.
It's plantain. It's the thing that you eat like patacon. So, if you put
Daj tą bułgę. Daj bułgę.
today at the time it's like cold, but when it's hot, it's approaching. You can put your shit like this, and you notice that it is too hot. It's cold. Why? Because it has a lot of
Faktycznie
water.
jest zimne.
Because it has a lot of water inside. What is the difference between plantain and banana? It is a fruit, yeah, and that is a vegetable.
So-
Okay, and look at this scent. It's bigger, it's darker than that one. Why? Do you think in a lot of capitales or coffee plantations we have a lot of plantains or banana plants? What do you think, guys? Shadow because it gives shadow to the plant. A plantain because it mark or make like an imaginary line. So it between, for example, in this side we have pink bourbon, and this side we have another type of coffee, another subvariety.
Czyli ten był przykryty przez drzewo
And the
bananowca,
quantities.
tamtego platana, i te liście są o wiele ładniej wyglądają, lepszej jakości i też będzie większy będzie zbiór pewnie z tego drzewka niż z tego, który nie był przykryty. Widać było, że tamte liście były takie mocno ciemnozielone, nie były takie pofałdowane. Płacą tutaj za, znaczy ogólnie jest taka średnia stawka za zbieranie kilograma tych czerwonych nasion. To jest około stawka $1 za kilogram.
50 centów powiedział.
50 centów? 1000?
Powiedział 50 centów.
A, to sorry, 50 centów za kilogram tych nasion
Okay, guys.
czerwonych, takich jak tutaj.
O,
It is
Drzewo
drinkable water.
platana jak ścisną? Znaczy...
So if you are lost, many days.
the woods. Just cut yourself some
Salento.
place.
Nie, jak ścisną go wylatuje woda.
So if I am
Drzewa
not,
przetrwa dużo wody.
and I am not a strong people, perhaps somebody else.
Musimy zasłaniać twarze tym poncho, ponieważ tam palą chwasty czy coś tam, jest tyle dymu, że masakra. Śmierdzi okropnie. Tutaj mamy viewpoint, który nam pan pokazał. Oczywiście wszystko psuje ten dym, który tam się ulatnia, bo palą.
I'm so sorry for the smoke.
Nie, ja się przepraszam za
Try
smog.
that.
A tu macie właśnie wygląda plantację kawy, tutaj wszędzie mamy właśnie.
2,500.
Czyli 2500 nasion, żeby kilogram kawy
Just
wyprodukować.
1 kilogram. And this is our drying process.
And
okay?
how do you, for average, pick up for like an hour?
Oh my god. It depends on the work. Yeah, for example, a normally worker of you, if I were to work, I never worked in that before, yeah? Perhaps 20 kilograms, 30 kilograms
Per
during the day.
The day.
From 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
By person or by
But a
everybody?
normally person, a worker, like 50 kilograms to 60 kilograms. But there are people that son muy berracos, maricas, berraquísimos. Entonces, a stronger people that has capacities or experiences collecting this. So I know the person that collect at around 100 kilograms
Daily.
daily, and 150 kilograms. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
a lot.
It's crazy because it's a strong work. And this one type of coffee, of drying process.
Okay.
So we have the wash coffee is this one. We have the honey coffee is this one. Yeah, you can look it. It's appearance.
Czy ma inny kolor, bo taki brązowy, tak jak w Panamie.
No bo to jest ta w tym,
So we have another one that's
wiesz, w tym
Tam otoczką.
otoczką, no.
Because lo que pasa, what happened is that wash coffee has a process, okay? Each coffee has a different process. For example, the wash coffee have 3 parts. So you pick up of the coffee plantation and you go to the machine that despulpa el café. What it means, remove the outer skin of the coffee, like cáscara, el cisco. Then it needs like a fermentation way. So in some parts it is with water. So the water you put inside and drop water like 20% of water during a soil 44 or 48 hours. So there we are removing in the second wash the almacigo. Do you remember? That is sticky substance that we tried. That is the almacigo. So Colombian coffee is known, but it's like bitter flavor and acid flavor. So it's the more common at around 70% of the production. So of each coffee plant we have, then it's good or first quality, yeah, and the other 80% is the second quality or bad quality, that is that one.
So how do you recognize it?
Yeah, it recognizes why. Okay, in a moment I'm going to explain it better.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have the wash. So in the process we remove the almacigo, okay, and then we place here for drying. We call pasilla. Do you think Colombian people drink the best coffee?
No.
No.
No, they use it for export.
Yeah.
They drink the worst one.
We export the best, the first quality to the world, and we drink the 20 bad %. And how it has different? Yeah, it has different. For example, this is the pergamino. I say you before. So you can take this one and you remove this one with your nails. Yeah, this is the pergamino. If you wanted to plant it, this one again, you can't. Why? Because you remove the pergamino. So
okay.
this part is like the
Seed.
the organic seed. This is, and this weight is like we export. Yeah, we export this part. So you see, it has different to the damage of the second quality. Yeah, for example, it has like holes. It is ugly. Perhaps in this side is good. So it is a second quality. But how you know why it is like this one? In this table we have 14. We have a 14 way to recognize what or why the bean is damaged. So, for example, this one has hole was bite by insectos, mosquitoes. Okay, so for example, este es el grano bueno. It is the good one. So, like this one.
Pan teraz robię z tego pergaminu, że tak to nazwę.
So you can.
Będziemy porównywać to ziarenko do tej tablicy. Jest faktycznie, jak się dobrze obierze, to jest, ma taki brązowy, taki zielonkawy kolor ma.
Kawy?
And we can
No,
see.
taki zielonkawy,
Może.
taki oliwkowy nawet.
You can see a damage. Yeah? Can you compare the way, the shape?
Yeah, it's worse. Tak.
It's worse. So it is pasilla. Also, we can detect what's affect. For example, if was bite for insectos, it can affect the flavor or the fragrance, you know. The last one, the honey. In the wash coffee, we have that. We remove the cisco, la cáscara, the outer skin, and the almacigo. Yeah. Why? For gain like a bitter flavor or an acidic flavor. The original Colombian coffee. But also we have this honey coffee, like their name, dulce. So what happened? In this one, we just remove the cisco, la cáscara, the outer skin. Then we place here with the almaciga, that is sugar. So it is drying with sugar. That's it. So they could be has different notes or something like that, like chocolate, green apple, red fruit. Okay, Arabica be robust. Robust has the 30% of production, our production, and Arabica is the most product in the world. What is their difference? It is cheaper, like Anya said. It's cheaper. It's a big difference. Or
Stronger.
it's stronger, like 4% of caffeine, and Arabica 1.5, and it's bitter. And it is used for energy drinks. It is so useful for that. For example, Red Bull, or in Colombian, how you taste Vive 100? No, Vive 100, Speed, Ampere. Also, another big difference is the shape. You can see that it is like a circle and with a red line, yeah, straight line. And this one is yeah, it's crochet and it has
Curvy.
like a curvy line. How many cherries you have?
Like 10?
I have like 10.
Maybe.
Okay,
10, 11.
so one person just drop it there, please, one by one. You can see that
O, tu
it has
wkładamy nasiona.
in the hole.
Gdzie jest tą kamerą włazić tam?
Nagrywam dla widzów, proszę mi tutaj.
So what is that?
Jakieś
Hold on.
problemy
What
ma
is this?
widzowie Piotrek, więc nie zwracajcie uwagi na to.
Here we have the process before drying. Okay, so could you
Gira.
gira? In Italian is gira.
I kręcimy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick. Yeah, that was quick.
Also, yeah, it
Już
was
koniec, wystarczy.
yeah, you can stop.
Czyli
Tak.
wystarczył naprawdę jeden ruch i już zdjęło tą otoczkę i wyleciały nasiona.
Umyte już, nie? They are washed already here or not?
So you can see that for this side we have what? The cisco, the cáscara, the pulpa. Oh my God, you got it! I'm so happy. And for this side we have the almond with the pergamino and with the sugar that its name is
Honey.
no,
Widzisz.
is the mucilage.
Mucilage.
What is that sticky outer skin? Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
here we decide if we want to produce honey coffee or wash coffee. What happens? If you want honey coffee, just you pick up of here and place it there
Yeah.
in the drying process. Why? Because it's drying with the almond, with the sugar. Okay. Then, if you don't wanna honey coffee, you can pick up and bring until here.
And wash it.
Wash it. This is washed coffee. So until here, huh?
Okay.
This is the washed coffee. In this point is the fermentation with the 20% of water,
Okay.
and it takes at around 12 hours to 48 hours. Okay. Then we place it in the drying process.
Okay.
Without almacid, all these mosquitoes is helping to the fermentation process.
Czy bardzo teraz Marta będzie swoją kawę tutaj.
If it's in this
A,
part,
musi-
it doesn't work.
Okay, so
Musi do tej szczeliny wsadzić
to
tam.
go to here, okay.
Wkładamy. O, już zaczyna padać,
A, okej,
bajecznie. Nakręcić i wyleciało. I proszę, i to tyle.
To już?
Już. No. Bardzo teraz Piotrek, let's go.
No. Ej, ale dużo teraz tego wleciało.
No, bo dużo nazbierał.
Najwięcej pozbierał?
Dobra, to najlepszy part, czyli testujemy kawę.
Friends, I love to start the tour showing to the people the aroma of the coffee, okay? If you want, you can pass one by one this cup to take the first aroma from our coffee. The aroma on the coffee is basically gases, okay? The coffee really nice, no?
It's super nice.
The coffee beans inside keeps gases, carbon dioxide and another gases. When we grind the coffee, we're gonna release that gases from the coffee, and for that reason, we're gonna intensify the smell, okay? I'm gonna show you.
Teraz tutaj pan zmielił kawę. Będziemy wąchać zmieloną.
I will live inside that coffee cup, no? Smell really nice.
Pachnie o wiele bardziej intensywnie.
Ale żeby cię kawkę napiło.
What we are smelling on this moment are gases, basically, okay? Gases are so important during the... gases are so important for the coffee, but just before to start the preparation. For that reason, the idea when you are filtering coffee, doesn't matter if it's this kind of filter made of textiles, no? In Colombia we call this a café de olleta. We use an stainer made of textile and the olleta, okay? If maybe you filter coffee in Chemex, it's so important to control the time and to release gases, okay? Happen that the gases are important on the coffee because can preserve the properties, okay? But one way to release the gases is waiting 4 hours, okay? I think that maybe is not option for us today. So we're gonna make another so short process that is called blooming. The idea of the blooming is bringing back humidity to a coffee, so the coffee gonna take the water inside and gonna release gases up and air. How much water to use during the blooming process, during the releasing of the gases? Same quantity of coffee as same quantity of water, okay? For example, I am using 80 grams of coffee. I'm gonna use for the pre-infusion or blooming over 80 milliliters of water, okay? And we need 20-40 seconds. After 20-40 seconds, coffee gonna get expanded and gonna release the total quantity of gases. And here we're gonna feel the new smell from the coffee. Can you see like the coffee have got expanded?
Yep.
That's why the people used to call blooming, because seems like bloom.
Właśnie dzisiaj mówiłam rodzicom o tym, jak robią kawę w starej ponczoszy.
Nice, huh? So sweet. Now the smell, yeah? Friends, after 30-40 seconds, we can start with the extraction, okay? Here I have 80 grams of coffee. Our proportion is 110. For each 100 milliliters of coffee that you want to drink, you use 10 grams of coffee, okay? So here I have 80 grams of coffee. I'm gonna prepare 800 milliliters of the extraction.
But that's after blooming, or do you include blooming?
After blooming, because the water that we use on the blooming, we're gonna keep on the coffee at the final of the extraction, no? So the total quantity of water that I am using on this moment is 880 milliliters of water. It's so important. The perfect temperature for the water you can get if you boil your water and you wait 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, okay? I won't advise you on a specific temperature because happen that the idea is not using boiling water, okay? We need 2 or 3 degrees under the boiling point of the water. So depending of your altitude, different boiling points for the water. So we cannot have an universal perfect temperature. It's better if you follow the rule. Boil your water and wait 2 minutes, maximum 5, for extract your coffee, okay? Friends, first we use the half of the wire. Later we're gonna use the other half of the wire. Why we separate the extraction in 2 times? Basically because during the first extraction we're gonna get the salt from the coffee. The salt on the coffee, we don't feel like salty taste. We feel like bitterness, okay? So, first part of the extraction is just bitterness. And this second extraction that I am making in this moment gonna give me the carbs from the coffee. So, I'm gonna get the sweet aspect and the acid aspect from the coffee. Some people make 5 extractions with the same coffee, no? But depending on the kind of coffee that you have, the profile that non-coffee have, maybe you're gonna use more or less spreadings for the water. Here I usually use 2, okay? Just forget bitterness and the sweet aspect, that's all, okay?
And what type of the coffee is that?
Sorry?
What type of the coffee is that?
This is a blend coffee that is bitter, acid and sweet at the same time. We mix 80% of washed coffee with 20% of honey one. So that's why, for example, we can feel sweet fragrance from the coffee thanks to the honey. And we're gonna get a little bit of sweetness. This coffee, you won't feel like sweet, no? But the sweetness is high, no? Making a balance with the acidity and the bitterness. And maybe gonna make more easy to drink this coffee without sugar, okay? Usually we need to use sugar, cream, milk and another another kind of things because the usual coffee is so bitter, it's excessive bitter, and we need to get a balance, no? Friends, so important this aspect, the time, okay? I always spend 3 minutes, 4 minutes usually preparing the coffee. The idea is try to don't spend more than 6 minutes preparing your coffee, okay? Because if you spend more than 6 minutes preparing your coffee, you're gonna get a so high caffeine level on that cup. For example, yeah, depending contact with the water, depending of the contact, coffee with the water, more or less caffeine on that cup of coffee. If I prepare an espresso with this same coffee, that espresso gonna have so much less caffeine than this cup, no? But if, for example, I prepare this coffee like cold brew, do you know cold brew?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Cold brew preparation takes 12, 24 hours. It's a so long contact coffee with water, it's a so high caffeine level on that cup of coffee. I'm gonna preheat the cups. On that way, we avoid the thermal shock, no? In your houses, you can use the microwave. You put the cup on the microwave, 5 seconds, and that's all, okay?
I dajemy kawkę na testy.
If you take a look on the coloring of this coffee, it's like red, no? Not like the typical dark and black coffee, no? Happen that you can recognize good quality coffee taking a look on the coloring, okay? Especially on the color of the coffee beans, yeah? Because bad quality coffee is born, okay? Bad quality coffee usually have possible bad tastes, possible bad smells and bad notes. So, when the big corporations around the world they want to use the bad quality coffee because they make it seems bad quality like supreme quality, no? With the marketing techniques. So, bad quality coffee before roasting process looks really bad. Looks like these kind of grains, no? In comparison with first quality coffee is totally different, no? Happen that thanks to this defect, the coffee can get bad tastes, like soil taste, humidity notes, paper notes, vegetable notes, things like that, no? With this bad quality coffee, big corporations must to burn the coffee. When the big corporations over roast the coffee like this, they're gonna make that the coffee becomes excessive bitter. If you have a coffee that is excessive bitter, you won't feel the real aspects of that coffee. Black or dark roasting process is roasting process for hiding the real aspects of your coffee. If you have bad quality coffee, it's useful to hide the bad aspects. But if you have good quality coffee and you over roast your coffee like this, you're gonna lose your good properties. So, for good quality coffee, we need brown coloring after the roasting process. Black color on the coffee is always signal of anything that they are trying to hide, no? First quality coffee, we use less temperature and less time on the roasting machine. On that way, our coffee gonna keep the acidity, okay? And on that way, we can show the real aspects of our coffee, yeah? In Spanish, we translate café as coffee and as brown color, okay? So, café should be café color. If we are talking about good quality coffee, no? Try to take a look the next time on the color of the grains. And if you can buy coffee beans, it's so much more better. Because thanks to the shape of the coffee beans, you can realize about defects and things like that, no? If the coffee bean have a perfect shape and keeps normal, no? The probability of that coffee get defects is so much less, okay? Friends, blonde coffee like this is not good. This is raw coffee. The color of the coffee have to be brown, not blonde like this. Blonde coffee is raw coffee. During the roasting process, sometimes we realize that some grains of coffee have more humidity level or more density. So they doesn't get roasted with the other beans. And we have to classify and apart that, because this is one of the worst coffees that you can drink. And good advice is try to don't buy this coffee. Remember that this coffee is not fresh. This coffee have lost the most of the gases, so have lost the most of the aromatical properties. And we are not sure if this is 100% coffee, okay? The adulteration of the coffee is so common in the world. With a lot of born things, they can grind and mix with born coffee, and the consumer won't get the difference, no?
That's what we basically drink back in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, yeah?
Coffee,
That's what they are selling us.
Another important aspect, when you are drinking coffee, doesn't matter the quality, no? For example, I always talk during the tour about good and bad quality, but being truthfully, you can enjoy both qualities, okay? For me, this coffee is not worse than this one, both are different. Why? Because Colombian people drink coffee with a lot of sugar and with a specific kind of sugar, panela. Why? Because this coffee is really bitter. And in Colombia, it's ironic, but in Colombia, on the supermarkets, you won't find good quality coffee.
It's
Just
all exported,
marketing,
yeah.
no? Because in Colombia, the big cooperative that buys the most of the production, exports all the good and bad quality coffee possible. And the worst quality is for Colombian people, no? So, we don't like so much the excessive bitterness of this coffee, and we mix with a lot of sugar or with panela, and we can balance a little bit that. I love this coffee with sugar, milk, cream, caramel. It's really nice. You can balance. And the espresso with this coffee is the best espresso for me. Espresso prepared with brown coffee like this usually is not so tasty, because on the first quality coffee the tastes are softer, okay? But the espresso is totally opposite, no? On the espresso you are searching for concentrated and strong tasted. So when you prepare an espresso with this coffee, usually it doesn't taste good, or not so much, no? So that's why I say that they are just different, no? This coffee I drink filtered and without sugar, without milk, because like it's acid, when we add milk, it's not tasty, no? And when we add sugar to this coffee, like the tastes are softer, we're gonna make that the taste of the coffee becomes flat. We're gonna feel like drinking sweet water. That's all, no? So that's why maybe you're gonna hear about, oh no, you cannot drink coffee with sugar. No, you can, and depend on the quality. Oh no, you cannot drink coffee with milk. okay, you can drink it, depending of the quality, no? Just that and a small thing, no? Caffeine and lactose, when they get contact, they mix, and it's hard to our system to make digestion of that mixture of lactose and caffeine, okay? Try to don't drink all your coffee with milk. Some of them,
Fine, it's fine.
but not all.
Marta pije tylko z mlekiem.
I only drink my coffee with milk.
It's like the whiskey. Some of them like told you like you can't mix whiskey with cola, but
Yeah,
but you
things
can
like
if you
that.
want, you can. You know?
Okay, yeah, of course.
If you like it, why not?
This is blend whiskey, Coca-Cola. We want to be like transparent. Literally, we want to be transparent with the process, no? So we want to show you inside of our coffee pack, no? On that way, you can be sure about what you are buying, yeah? Maybe the plastic sometimes looks quite darker, the coffee. But if we take a look inside, we're gonna realize that is the brown coffee, okay? So we make this because, yeah, we teach you all the things that the marketing hide us about the quality of our coffee, no? So we won't apply that marketing to our brand, okay? These coffee packs have 250 grams of coffee, cost 30,000 Colombian pesos, yeah? If you like it, you can buy with me, you can ask me on the reception and we take order, okay, friends?
No tak, skończyliśmy naszą kawkę. Dla mnie smakowała bardzo podobnie jak ta panamska, ale nie ta najlepsza. Taka ta przedostatnia najlepsza. Nie pamiętam jak ona się nazywała, tam wam tutaj jej nazwę będziecie nadal wyświetlać. Było spoko, nie była aż taka gorzka, taka trochę miała...
Kwaśna była.
Taka kwaskowy smak.
Dla mnie była kwaśna.
No.
Pierwszy był kwaśny, drugi był gorzki, a potem już było tylko kwaśnie.
Okej, Piotrek, jak się smakowała ci?
Była kwaśna dosyć, bym powiedział, ale dobra była, w sensie była bardzo wyrazista, ale powiedziałbym, że była kwaśna.
Słuchajcie, to kupiliśmy tutaj kawkę od nich, tak jak mówił 30 000 peso taka paczuszka, no i teraz trzeba kupić młynek i tego to coś do zaparzania, no. Awantura. Dobra, i to było na tyle z tej plantacji tutaj, mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Generalnie ten chłopak, no tak słabo z angielskim, ale postaram się wam te napisy tak zrobić, znaczy zrobiłem wam tak te napisy, żebyście zrozumieli. No, ten pan z Panamy lepiej tłumaczył według mnie, no ale i tak było fajnie.
Wydaje mi się, że też pojawiły się tu takie informacje, których nie było w poprzednim turze, więc fajnie się uzupełniły trochę te tury.
No i też widać było, że trochę się różnią, bo na przykład ten pan tu powiedział, że ta kawa z luwaka, no, która no, wysrywana jest po prostu, no, trzeba mu powiedzieć, no, jest najlepsza na świecie, a w Panamie powiedzieli, że najdroższa. Powiedzieli nam, że nie jest najdroższa, że najdroższa jest z Panamy, a tamta jest druga najdroższa, więc dla każdego regionu jest inna najdroższa. No.
Każda plantacja kawy ma swoją najdroższą kawę, bo to
Tak.
kawa jest najdroższa.
No, dokładnie. Dobra, teraz idziemy coś zjeść i no, deszczu, bo co, żeby nie...